protocols, do the video analysis, enjoy some food at the Stella Marina Hotel perhaps. Meanwhile, we jump back to the final 4 rounds of the men's series. It's going to be Korea versus Chinese Taipei. Host Korea earlier on today. They beat the Philippines 33 points to 19. It was a good tussle, that one. Chinese Taipei thumped by Hong Kong 62-0. And well, Jang Song Min, number 3, and number 7, Jang Jongmin, super danger man. Lee Jai Bok at 7. But probably want to keep your eyes on number 7, Jang. Chinese Taipei, well, no one's yet to reveal themselves. They are scoreless, tryless, and they'll want to try and put themselves in contention for the top of the bottom side of the draw tomorrow. UAE look pretty sharp, so some team will get relegated at the end of the series. And UAE don't look like they're ready to be relegated straight back down. And of course, all hopes on this Korean side. They've really invested in the sevens. They're hosting the Olympic qualifiers November 24th, 25th. The men's Olympic qualifiers. The winner of that will go straight into the Olympics. A chance, a real big shot at the big dance. Kamamuta from Japan is our referee. 4 games left today. And it's hard to think that Chinese Taipei will be troubling the Koreans too much here. The Koreans will just want to start to keep finding their mojo and their form. They've got some games tomorrow morning. They're going to be facing Hong Kong in their final pool match tomorrow to decide who wins Pool B. So this is all about building momentum towards that game. That's a beauty. That's just gone the 10. Picked up off the bounce though, nicely by Chinese Taipei, and they'll make this way to the halfway. Not sure where the chase was there from Korea. It just went the 10. That's a good kick with very little angle. It's peeled off about 30 metres there. It's Tang Pao Shang. First chance then, with the line out, Chinese Taipei. A little bit of breeze there, you can see on the flags. And that was a little bit of bad timing, you got to say, and they battered it back, the Koreans, and they'll look to go from this far out. Kim Namuk there gets Jang into action. Jang Jongmin gets caught nicely. Lee Jai Bok is Jang Song Min. And away he goes, the big man, Jang Song Min. And here goes Jang Jongmin, and he scoots around the outside there, and he beats a couple of covering tacklers to take that one down to the post. So just over a minute, and Korea are on the board here. A couple of bounce passes off the turf, but doesn't matter. They finished nicely.
Yeah, tough hit. Mentally a tough opponent for Korea to prepare for, because they'll be expecting to sweep them aside, but it's a manner in which you go about your work, isn't it? And really, for Korea, they're going to be, well, first of all, searching for a zilch. They won't be wanting Chinese Taipei anywhere near their line whatsoever. And secondly, they'll be looking to make every post a winner as the Brains Trust looks on.
Korean fans delighted. Lee Jai Bok with the restart. The conversion was good. It's 7-0 here. That's right into the eyes there of the Chinese Taipei defenders there. It's really tough to take on the ground as Huang. This huge prop forward. Here's another one. Jang Song Min up to Lee Jai Bok. He steps in once. Here's Jang on the inside. Jang Song Min. Well, he looks like a prop, but he's not. He's a midfielder. He's a very impressive athlete indeed. Been around for a number of years. Still not sure if he's more of a 15s or a 7s player, but can't be left out. Most of these Korean players are 7s and 15s players. He gets it away early. It just stays on support on that inside line, and covering defence from Chinese Taipei was not there. Conversion's good, 14-0. Just settling into their rhythm. Korea had a tough game earlier today against the Philippines. We scored 3 tries against them. Gave them a chance to stress test their defensive line and their systems. On the ground with the ball is Huang. He's made that available, but it's been pilfered by the Koreans. There's Jang again to Lee Jai-bok, and here we go. It's inevitable. It's out again to Jang Jong-min. And what's going on here? A bit of trickery to give Lee Jai-bok a try. And that's very nice of him for his first try of the series.
Well, that'll put him on the Christmas card list, I suppose. I'm not 100% sure why he had to do it, but I don't know. Maybe he's got some chicken on it later.
It's almost like George Best saying he could play a full game and only touch the ball with his left boot. Jang had come out and said, I'll play this whole tournament and not score any tries. He's already scored a bunch in his first opening game, so Lee Jai-bok with the 3rd conversion, so it's 21-0 here. He's got under that one as well. That's a nicely judged kick. Go forward off Jang's hand. No, but on the floor is Chu, and he's under all sorts of pressure. They've copped it up once more. Lee Jai-bok just helps himself to a straight run. They fall off him. Jang to Jong. And into the hands of Kim Kwong-min. Wouldn't mind seeing the ball get out to Huang, the big prop forward. There he is. He's got the hands as well. And just down the left-hand flank. Lee Jai-bok goes in for a second quick try to him, 2 to him. And they're making it look like a bit of a training run at the moment.
They're playing with some good control, and that's good to see. I'd prefer to see the ball moved and scored than passed at the last minute when you're already over the line. I mean, there's no need to sort of wally around like that. This is better play by Korea, and good work at the breakdown to create the turnover. And good sharp hands, good handling. Ball control's been good.
Tough kick from out wide. He sends it on its way, and it's just short. It's just wide. So that's his first miss in the game. 26-0. Lights are on here at the stadium. Still some time in this half for more misery to be piled on. And again, Chinese Taipei, for probably the 4th restart in a row, unable to handle the restart. Huang there, luckily for the opposition, lost control of that, because he'd be like a concrete mixer going straight for those posts.
You'd be keen to stay out of the way of him. He might just accidentally break something.
The posts, maybe. Huda is gone, 26-0. Chinese Taipei. Now they're going to have a crack. Good on them as well. Quick hands on the inside ball, and Huang's getting over the top of that. The big man gets blown off the ball, gets one to the schnoz in the movement. That's not really happening for them out there, is it? They're going backwards at a rate of knots. Liu comes out of the contact, though. Beats the first tackle when Lin Ting Hui picks it up off the base now. They fire it over the top.
You're looking for a mismatch out here.
The kick and chase hasn't
Might have
worked.
found a mismatch
Here's
out
Huang. Here he is. And he's been chased hard by a fellow prop, and he's not going to. He has time for a little celebrity salute before he realises he's injured. His first try of the series.
Well, he looked like at the breakdown he'd sort of copped a shot there, and he reeled back, and then he went out of shot. And then at the proposition of being a hero for the country, he's ignored all that pain and finished off in classic style just before remembering the pain and asking for a stretcher. Now, I don't know if he'll get a stretcher, but he might get an extra serving of dessert tonight. Could be a thought of which could be just enough to keep him going.
He's okay, everybody. He's back in with the group, getting his waters on board. So it's 33-0 here at half-time. 5 tries. And Chinese Taipei really at it. They have no bounce of the ball or any luck so far. Whenever they do get it, they lose it very quickly. Tomorrow, Korea, their big final pool match against Hong Kong. That'll be at 11:50 local time. Chinese Taipei will face the Philippines at 11:28 Korean time tomorrow morning. Beautiful day here, nice clear air. Coming towards the end of the summer. Our third trip to the stadium this year, Jed, after coming here for the Asia Rugby Championship. Korea hosting Malaysia and then Hong Kong. Winning one of those games.
Yeah, always a great pleasure to come back to Korea. Have a great time when we're here. Fantastic.
It's the best.
Beautiful weather, friendly people, great food.
Great food, and just the nightlife really is an all-round package for us.
Gangnam style, what can I say?
We'll be back in November for a 4th trip.
Full noise.
Just awesome. And here we're talking about full noise straight from the kickoff. Comes Kim Kwong-min. He's got one to beat. He throws out the Hail Mary there and it doesn't come off. Good tracking by the defenders. That would have been one of the quickest tries you'd ever see in Sevens rugby. Straightening up now is Chu Min Hung. Just trying to find some space somewhere, and there's the good show and go. Oh, here we go. Scooting out of trouble. Jang's after him. This huge man, he'll crush him if he gets him, but he's not going to. Chu Min Han has gone about 70, 80 metres, and that's a good try to Chinese Taipei, their first of the series. Cannot begrudge them.
Well, a little scratch on the car for Korea. Mine's not completely on the job. Yeah, it's a good score too, isn't it, for Chinese Taipei? Good on them. 7. Easy 7 too. It's Korea pretty lackadaisical, to be honest. Oh, that's a bad miss, isn't it? By Kim. He just, he just didn't mark up on anybody, to be honest. Look at the determination on that face. Ball's away to the line.
Yep. So Chinese Taipei go for the sneaky short one and they don't pull it off, and they give it rather easily back to the Koreans, who are now in full flight again. Kim Namuk now getting wide to Lee Jai Bok. Here's Jang. It'll be hard to keep him contained, but they do. Well done. Good defence coming in from Tang. Right on the 22, and there's a very short blind here. Jang looks up and usually beats at least the first tackler. He's taken well though there in a nice ball and all tackle. Lin Park, and the final pass going out to Kim Jong-min, and they go side to side, and it's good ball skills from the Koreans. They've gone their way down the field right from the kickoff. They scored a nice one in the corner to Kim Jong-min. So Chinese Taipei, after scoring that nice try, just a break of concentration. find themselves with another 5 up against them, taking the score to 38. Good effort coming in from Chow, but all the momentum was with Kim.
Now Kim making up for the glaring error on defence only a minute earlier. As per the golden truth of rugby union, straight after the opposition have scored, that's the time to go for it.
Blue 7 and 5 are off, so that's Lee Jai Bok and Jiang Jongmin. They've been put on cotton wool for the Hong Kong game tomorrow. And on comes Lee Xiong Bei in 12 and Kang Jin Hu in 11. 38-7 the score. 3.5 minutes remaining. Last game of the day for these two sides. Chinese Taipei giving it some width, but a long way behind the game line. Can they look for that gap again? It looks like they're working it back this way. Yeah,
it's impressive work.
Yeah, good stepping off the right foot there, and he scoots out of another one. He's only got to get away from Kang.
Oh! Great run.
Yeah, and he's placed it well, and on hand there was Huang, who's bopped that one out into midfield. Here's Liu Yu Hong taking in a nice tackle from Yu Chol Kyo.
Some good flowing play here from Chinese Taipei. It's great. Chance their arm off their own line. Terrific runs brought them down into attacking range. I wonder if they can find a way through. What's it going to take?
Look, when they got the ball, it looks like they've got a few good ball players, don't they? They're confident enough to tuck the ball under the wing, put on the fend, the show and go, take the line on. Just need a bit more time with ball and possession. Here's a good bit of work from Sun. He tries to stay on his feet. Lin is there, gives it out to Sung. And look at these big hip swiveling passes. JPR Williams. And at the last minute, they've just taken their eye off the ball, quite literally. And now it's a one-on-one, or is it a two-on-one? Oh, that's dodgy, but they get away with it. So Lee Xiong Bei just on the fresh legs, and this bodies and back play scattered all over the place. It is hot. We're coming to the end of the day.
It's a terrible game, Rugby Sevens. Particularly for those who are, well, a little bit bigger than others. Can leave you quite distraught. Oh, you can see it in the background too. It looks like the opening scenes of Saving Private Ryan. They're all over the ground. It's not very nice, is it? Not only lactose intolerant, but lactic acid intolerant as well.
Kick is over, so it's 45 points to 7. It's a real runaway here. Still some time as well. Kim Namut gets that one up, that's a beauty. And it's bobbing around on the floor. Knocked on offside is the call. Into the last minute. Can Korea break the half ton? And it looks like they're going to go for it. And Kim Namuk again.
Oh, he's bumped him.
Woo!
Gave him the old-fashioned getaway.
Now get over there and give him the stare down.
Oh, this will look sensational on the replay. That's brought a few grunts. That's
They're loving it, McMahon.
Some genuine approval. It's the big man, the shows, he goes and he sizes the next bloke up, and it's like, well, it doesn't matter what you think.
Tang Po Sheng goes flying into orbit, gets himself all in the wrong position. So they do bring up the 50 and the kick goes astray, so it stays on 50. And that's worth the price of admission alone, even if it is free.
You got to love the big contacts. Everybody does.
50-0, the two teams end their day here. just the 2 games. Korea, they've looked pretty good. And we'll all be looking forward to that game with Hong Kong tomorrow. 50 points to 7. And good to see Chinese Taipei giving it some air themselves, having a crack at the Koreans.
Pretty sure they didn't want to be in the air though themselves. Hello, the last poor bloke. Wonder if he's come down yet.
It's lonely out in space.
What a treat coming up for rugby fans. Hong Kong.